Brighton Hove Albion have gotten their number one target in this transfer window in Luka Vušković. It was reported by Dave Ornstein that Brighton Hove Albion have reached an agreement with Tottenham Hotspur to sign Luka Vušković. The deal for the 19-year-old defender is for £46 million plus a 4 million in add-ons, basically 50 million for Hotspur. They retain a 20% sell-on clause and matching right to Luka Vušković, the Croatian international, to take the medical after the World Cup. Athletic, of course, have reported, and of course the post came from Fabrizio Romano. Now, this particular situation, if you guys did not know what this guy did, I think it was in Hamburg that he was, if I'm not mistaken. He was truly sensational. He's 19 years old and he plays like somebody that is in his 30s. He understands what it means to be a centre back. He understands the ability to pass out the back. He understands physicality, timing, the right time to go to the ground, the right time to position yourself, the reading of the game, the reading of, oh my goodness. Luka Vušković is a superstar in the making, by the way. Let me say that. Tottenham Hotspur absolutely grabbed this player, and in my mind I was like, he was going to come back to Tottenham Hotspur and replace the likes of Cuti Romero. But in this situation, he came back to Tottenham Hotspur and says, look, I think Brighton Hove Albion is the right place for me to go and play football and absolutely just develop. And he was absolutely right in my mind, because Brighton Hove Albion, I don't think there's any place that gives you less expectations but very high standard of football to develop so you can absolutely take the next step. We have seen it with Moises Caicedo. We have seen it with Cucurella. We have seen it with so many other players. And this is just another opportunity for Luka Vušković to have Premier League experience and then move forward. But the key part about this deal, it's not about the money that Tottenham Hotspur are going to get. They kept on 20% sell-on clause if they decide that they don't want to bring him back to Tottenham Hotspur, and if they decide they want to bring him to Tottenham Hotspur back, they have matching rights. That means any single person that they agree a deal with, Tottenham Hotspur can come in the 11th hour and says, hey, we are going to match this deal, and they would have no other choice but to sell him to Tottenham Hotspur. That's a brilliant deal for Tottenham Hotspur, in my opinion. They get 50 million right now, and they have the opportunity to bring him back when he becomes absolutely mint. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments in this one. But then you have to also understand, for Brighton Hove Albion, they have seen John Paul Van Hecke move to Tottenham Hotspur. This is their defender that absolutely has been mint for Brighton Hove Albion. Now, getting Vušković, he would just slide right in. And the beautiful part about this situation is that he's a young man that is going to be coached by a young man in a Brighton Hove Albion coach. I've forgotten his name, Fabian Hotzeler. He's going to absolutely have the time of his life at Brighton Hove Albion. He's going to be able to just settle down, grow, without any expectation of being the savior of Tottenham Hotspur. Because Tottenham Hotspur are in a transitional moment where being young and inexperienced is not what they need. They don't need that. They need experience. They need nouns. They need right now. They need every single person need to be able to be pulling in the same direction right away. And that is Roberto De Zerbi and what he wants to bring to Tottenham Hotspur right away. Like I said in the other videos I've made about Tottenham Hotspur, Tottenham Hotspur are showing ambition and desperation at the same time. They understand that they cannot have the season that they have had in the last 2 seasons. They cannot do that. 17th place for Tottenham Hotspur in a 3rd season is almost like you go into the bank and the bank don't got no money. It just can't happen, and that is the reason why Vušković going to Brighton makes total sense for me. And I think it's a brilliant idea for Tottenham Hotspur to understand that the talent that this kid has in keeping the 20% sell-on clause, also keeping matching rights. We have been seeing a lot of matching rights so far in talented footballers. We saw something similar with the like of Tucomo. Now, Como has definitely bought Nico Paz. He's going back to Como and he's going to be playing football for Como in that situation. But guess what? Real Madrid can still get him back in the future if things very well in his career. So I believe this is a brilliant idea from Brighton Hove Albion, and we are going to be keeping an eye. Bear in mind, they also got a very, very talented in Zodak. Mark that name, because what we are going to be seeing is Neymar X dribbles type of runs. You thought Mitoma could dribble? Wait and see what Zodak does for Brighton Hove Albion. I've been looking at them with a keen eye in this transfer window. Every single person they purchase, I'm absolutely going to look at and I keep an eye on for next season. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that follow button, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on anything that we do here on Pillah Sports. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.